There are a lot of couples that my wife and I talk to who have been married for a year, 2 years, 5 years. We've been married for 10 years this year. And people come
Congratulations.
to us and ask us questions and different things. And I wish that I could just be like, in the future, I'm just going to be like, go listen to the podcast episode with Arden Christian, because this is how you need to fight. This is how you need to look at each other, right? And past like, oh, this is how I grew up, or this is who my parents are, or whatever that may be. Like, what things are instilled in you guys? What things do you know without a doubt have complete and utter faith in, that leads you to be who you are and leads you to put this work into your relationship, put this work into yourselves as individuals, that have gotten you through the first 5 years and will get you through the next 45 years?
I think the key thing between the two of us is that we're very two committed people. Like we deep dive into relationships. I say like I still keep it. Yeah, no, but like when we have a friendship, we're very, very, I don't want to say strategic, but we're just very thoughtful within that relationship of understanding like these are people that we want to go deeper with, and we're going to fight for that person. And I've seen that in our marriage throughout the beginning of it, is that we just have taken that stance of no matter what it is that comes up, like, we're going to work through it. I remember one time, it probably wasn't the best situation, but early on in our marriage, we were going to bed, and I remember Christian was like, I'm not having this conversation anymore. And she kind of got in the bed, and I just grabbed all the comforters, I pulled them off. And I was like, we're not going to allow this just to sit amongst us. We're going to continue to figure out like what is the root, what do we need to address and have that conversation. Definitely was not the best way of handling it in that moment. But I've watched as God has protected us and graced us within our marriage, that you're not doing things perfect, but you're doing them well. And as you do them well, God is going to work within the imperfections in your relationship. As long as you guys have a heart that is underneath the covenant of, one, we're serving and seeking and chasing after God, but then two, we're also searching and seeking and chasing after each other. And I think that's been a big key within our relationship, because it really has felt like no matter what argument we have, no matter what thing has come up, it's not a end point. It's not a, oh man, how are we going to get around this? It's okay. There's a new challenge, and this is kind of how we're just gonna have to try to keep figuring out how to navigate it and work through it.
The scripture just goes right in my head of like, don't let the sun go down on your wrath. I would be right on board with you, Arden, and be like, nope, we're having this conversation right now. We're not going to bed.
And the argument could be made, the sun was already down,
Yeah, right.